So there's a polarity, inspires some and intimidates others. And I've just got the Emperor and the Empress out as well. So this is also opposing, but this is also could also be some indication of a twin flame, or just a person that you do attract in because of polarization of energy in the universe. So you do actually attract in somebody that you're meant to meet by destiny, because they are here to teach you about yourself. And quite often twin flames end up being pretty good friends once they get over all their hurdles, and sometimes they marry, but I mean it's probably a little bit of a turbulent kind of marriage, but it is a marriage of sorts. It's a marriage of souls. So these two souls could are just drawn to each other on an energetic level, and they are a perfect harmonious match. So I mean, I've got sun cards coming out of my brass razoo, like my I got coming out of my, I got 3 sun cards here. Okay, so this could be a harmonious polarization as well. When people hear the word polarized, they think of bipolar. Well, not necessarily. It could be harmony. You got peace, harmony, peace, and divine counterparts here. And I've got even more examples of this frequency, but I'm starting to repeat myself. It's come up so much. So I just want to whiz through. I've also got the Chariot here, which is the comes up in this deck is the fairy wind. So this is the Chariot. This is about movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 winged fairies. Number 6. Number 6 is number 6. What is that? The 6 denotes harmony and passivity. So 6 forms the Star of David, which comprises of 1 upright, 1 inverted triangle to represent soul on earth, an idea of balance by expression. The 6 is often revealed 2 themes or ideas that work together productively, but there is also a sense of hesitation as we see the void between what we have and what is possible. In the book of Genesis, the world was created from chaos in 6 days. So there is a sense of evolution and a history about the 6. So we've got something quite deep-seated evolutionary going on here. So this card for me is bringing in a little bit of depth to what I'm saying. Because this Leo moon in Leo was quite passive. It wasn't really sort of in your face. So the Chariot is about movement, and we've got polarized or possibly twin flame energy here, and we've got a shitload of harmony going on here. That's harmony, that's peace. So whatever's happening under this Gibbeous to full moon in Leo, it's promoting peace and also far-sightedness. So we've got the star, and that's just forward-thinking energy. You know, that's far-sightedness. So there could be a deeper level understanding about a twin flame journey that you might think that you're on. And just a slight reality check here. If anybody is in a abusive relationship and that they think is their twin flame, then really you want to weigh up your options, because twin flames journeys are not meant to be stressful. They are merely challenging, but they're still harmonious and happy. No, they're still meant to be peaceful. But if you absolutely think that you're in a twin flame situation and you are desperately in love, then it's just best to just take a step back. Just take a step back and assess your positioning. You know, like you would do in a legal position. A twin flame position feels a little business-like, I think, because you've actually got to adjust. You've got to make adjustments. For any twin flame to make a connection, they've got to make adjustments in this harmonious zone, and it's actually a little bit tumultuous, or it can be. So yeah, just if anybody thinks they're in a twin flame situation, it's certainly not an abuse. Any abuse is not a twin flame journey. It's merely a tug of war between a polarised energy. It goes, the yin yang situation goes in like a tug of war. The energy goes around and around, and it's like a tug of war, and that's what it feels like for a while, is like a tug of war. So the yang energy is in the dominance, and then as it moves around, the yin energy is in dominance. In fact, actually, I think the sun is the yang and the moon is the yin. I've got that kind of back to front, but and there's this strange sort of symbol here that looks like a triangle. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles in one triangle. So yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting on an emotional, so inner emotion, subconscious level. I'm getting a yin yang polarization, possible twin flame, but definitely a tug and war energy here. That's what I'm picking up. And I think this is a subject to go in, you know, like a whole video on this, to be quite honest. You know, this has just popped up as one of my frequencies, but I feel that this deserves a whole video of its own. So I'm just going to run quickly through a couple more animal totems just to finish off. So obviously the lions come out with the Leo. And we've also got wolf. So we'll just finish off the lion. Some mistake the lion as hard to access or aloof, yet those with a keener eye know better. Keen eye. How many owl observers did I have? I think it was 10. Lions are observant, stealth and precise in their words and actions. They do not waste energy or resources. This card reminds us that self-mastery is available to all, no matter where our quest begins. The epitome of peace and strength. So I got peace and strength all over this. You know, I've got this is a strength card. This is the strength card here. I've also got other clarifiers. I've got the wolf moon, so that's the January winter moon. That's popping up as quite a strong frequency there, and that being the cold moon, that being the toughest time for animals and people in the world, because it's either the middle of the summer or it's right at the end in the winter. So that is a tough, cold, chilling moon, and that's a sort of tough titties moon. So we've got a number 4 on that one, and we've got double confirmation with the fox, adaptability, adapting to change. We've got the wolf totem, beware of letting your wildest instincts get out of control. So we want to just be reining in with that chariot energy. We want to be reining in that duality of frequencies, where we can tune into the guile and the inquisitiveness of the wolf, but not to get too cocky, or you know, you'll be rumbled. And we've got some more confirmation on the fox. We've got the coyote, wise fool, accept your follies and find the teaching of them. So that is a little bit of a sort of accept your weaknesses and accept them for what they are, and that way they don't have power over you. So we've also got adaptability, more fox energy, lots and lots and lots of it here, lots of fox confirmation. And the fox is a predator, people. It's a predator. Well, here it's a friend, but in the wild I think we all know that a fox is a predator. So I'm just going to grab those fox cards. Look at that regal face. Okay, share your story with the world. I mean, look at that. Is that not deeply capturing that gaze, and that its ears are up, and it's got that control, it's got that regal control. But at the end of the day, a wolf and a fox is a predator, people. It's a predator. In the wild, it's a predator. But to me, that is also a polarization of energy here, where this fox becomes her companion for life, and you can befriend anyone, whoever they are, as long as they've got your best interest at heart. And other people might think that they are a predator, but if they've got your best interest at heart, it doesn't matter if that they are evolutionary a predator. It really doesn't matter. There's this polarization of regal power, strength here, cunningness and predator eyes just watching. You know, it has a presence. But here there's an exact polarization of that, that being has got, you know, all this love for this little forest woman there, a little flower fairy woman there. So I think this spells to me that I think you know, basically sort of be careful about who you let into your inner circle. Choose your friends wisely. But let's just have a quick read. Be wild, be brave, be free. If wolf appears as your spirit animal, be guided by this. It is time for you to act decisively regarding something important. Wolf thinks so. Don't be shy, speak up and share your brilliance with the world. Wolf teaches that only you can solve this problem, and that you can. Claim your power by clearly stating your ambition. Use the power of the full moon for reflection. Full moon. Now, I'm not showing any separation between the wolf and the fox. I mean, the fox is obviously a lot smaller, but it's the energy, and the fox is also incredibly cunning, and a predator. So use the power of the full moon to reflect and to clear space for what you want. Accept that life is short and time is precious. Act accordingly. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Create a sacred space to communicate with your higher self. Be wild, be brave, be free. Be wild, be brave, be free. And maybe that's where I'll just leave this one. I will do a part 3 on the animal totems that I found here, but these are protagonists. This is leadership energy. This has been coming up in your face in a big way for a little while since the January moon, the winter moon. This is a Native American Indian moon that was named when there was no food, and it was scarce, and it was harsh, and it was cold, and it was rough. And yet this is a survivor. This animal is a survivor, and this energy has actually lingered on from January. So it just goes to show how tenacious this frequency is. So I'm just going to finish off because I don't want to make this too long, although I do have some more animal totems under this Gibbeous to full moon in Leo. But I just had a thought that be wild, be brave, be free. I've got all these mythical creatures here. They're wild and brave and free. And I've got a dragon there. Dragon. And that's just all about the imagination. Oh, that one just sort of went down. But, perhaps we'll just hone in on that one as it just moved as I was holding it. The griffin. So we had the dragon from the comet. Well, we've got resolution here, which is also a sort of closure. It's a sort of closure vibe. So we've got this black dragon, and also this guy being wild and brave and free. In fact, that's actually got two heads, and we've got this duality. Maybe that's good cop, bad cop. You know, we got this we've got this polarised, and we've got the chariot here all over this reed. So the chariot, although in my personal deck it's the fairy wind, but that's actually the chariot in traditional tarot, and it's just about movement and reining in two forces in order to go forward. So here we've got it again. It's just all over this reading. So the griffin, I think we'll just finish off with the griffin. I mean, the griffin was in all the fairy stories, in all the children's stories, and this is also be brave and fly above the clouds and fly above the bullshit. You know, just do your own thing. Don't get caught up with anybody else's rubbish. And I just want to do a close-up. That's got an eye there. That's got an eye there. Like the Illuminati. So, I'll just leave that open to interpretation. We've got the griffin with the Illuminati eye there. So, yeah, I'm a little bit out to lunch on this one. So we'll just leave it there, and we'll go into part 3. And we will look at the raven, walker on the wind. We will look at the spider. We will look at the honeybee, and we will finish off with whale. They also came up as frequencies here, but I don't want to make this too long. So see you in part 3. Signing off. Doors of Perception. Do join me in the 3rd part of this Gibbeous 2 full snow moon in Leo. I am going to do another part to this deep-seated, multifaceted, multiple frequency reading. They're not normally as this complicated, so we're going to have to do a part 3. See you there, guys.